Hey everyone, welcome back! If there's one place in Grey's Anatomy where secrets get spilled, romances ignite, and emotional confrontations happen, it's the hospital elevator. Over the years, these small enclosed spaces have been home to some of the most unforgettable scenes, where characters reveal their true feelings, say goodbye, or have those moments that just make you want to scream at the screen. So, let's take a look back at the top 7 most memorable elevator moments that left a lasting impact on Seattle Grace and on us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's dive right in. Starting at number 7, we have Bailey lets Derek take a moment. One of the more touching associations, which was unfortunately never developed into a full-fledged friendship, was that between Derek and Bailey. One of the most beautiful moments the two shared came in this episode, when the young woman who had been in a devastating train accident passed away, after asking Derek to pass a message on to her boyfriend.
What would you like me to tell her?
He was deeply moved by the tragedy, and when he and Bailey were riding the elevator, she realized he needed a minute to calm down, and so she stopped the elevator. It was a lovely moment between two people who understood and respected each other. At number 6, we have Charles Percy dying in Bailey's arms. Charles Percy was one of the residents who was shot and killed during the season 6 finale. Bailey did everything in her power to save his life. With Mary's help, who was her patient, she managed to drag Charles to an elevator so that she could take him to an OR and operate on him. However, with the hospital being in lockdown because of the shooting, the elevators were all deactivated, and she couldn't get to the OR in time. In one of the most powerful scenes in the series, he died in her lap and she wiped her tears bravely, being there for him until the very end. And at number 5, we have DeLuca and Meredith. The handsome Andrew DeLuca had been, for a good while, the potential significant other for Meredith after her husband's tragic death. And one of the most memorable scenes the two shared happened in the elevator. The power was down in the whole hospital, and the elevator stopped working, with several doctors trapped inside them. Both were in one elevator, and he was clearly smitten by the brilliant general surgeon. He told her about his father's past transgressions, and then about how much he would like to kiss her.
Ti farai baciare. Io non mi fermerò mai.
All in Italian, just to make the heart thump a bit faster. Of course, he didn't know that Meredith actually understood Italian, which probably made him fall in love with her even more. Coming off at number 4, we have the awkward foursome. Yet another memorable elevator moment happened when Derek was cooped up in the elevator, not just with Meredith or Addison, but with both of them along with Rose, who he dated for a while to make Meredith jealous. The 4 of them stood in very awkward silence all through the ride, and on the next stop, Mark gets on as well. He laughs and says Derek probably wishes he took the stairs, and couldn't help but have a laugh at Derek's embarrassment.
I bet you wish you'd taken the stairs right about now.
At number 3, we have the Hello Kitty moment. The iconic Hello Kitty Band-Aid is seared into the memory of any Grey's fan. Meredith tried to hide a pimple on her forehead with the adorably cute Band-Aid, and of course, ended up alone in the elevator with Derek. She can't help but tell Derek that she misses him.
I miss you.
And the sexual chemistry between them is remarkable. He comes close to her, and his very breath on her neck makes her shiver. The scene is a classic murder moment, with the elevator playing Cupid. And at number 2, we have Elevator Love Letter. Of course, one of the most emotional elevator scenes for Grey's fans is Derek's proposal to Meredith. It made sense somehow that the elevator that had been witness to so much of their drama should be the place where they finally sealed their fates together. Derek, with Richard's help, set up a whole scene inside the elevator with scans and reports from various patients they had saved together, including Katie Bryce, their first save,
This is a CT. Katie Bryce.
and Izzy Stevens, the most recent.
Post-op head CT of Izzy Stevens.
He doesn't get down on one knee as he proposes, but then he doesn't need to because the elevator is itself a love letter to her.
I'm not gonna get down on one knee. I'm not gonna ask a question. I love you, Meredith Grey. And I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Finally, at number 1, we have the open heart surgery. And finally, the most memorable and definitely the most fascinating elevator moment happened early on in the series when George O'Malley single-handedly saved a patient's life inside the elevator by performing open-heart surgery. George and Alex were taking a patient up to the OR when the elevator stopped and their patient's condition started worsening. Alex, always ready with his smart mouth, actually froze.
Alex!
It was George who took up the scalpel and followed Burke's instructions perfectly, saving the guy's life. And that wraps up the 7 most memorable elevator moments in Grey's Anatomy. These scenes may have taken place in small, confined spaces, but they delivered some of the show's biggest emotions and twists. Elevators at Grey Sloan aren't just for going up and down. There were relationships deepen, secrets come out, and lives change. Let us know your favorite elevator moments in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more Grey's Deep Dives. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.